The developers at Baykar have unveiled the Kemankes guided missile, which has a range of over 120 miles. The manufacturer calls their invention a digital jamming ammunition specifically designed for arming the legendary Baykar TB2 and other unmanned aerial vehicles in its series. The new missile's main purpose is to strike critical strategic targets deep behind enemy lines, for which the Kemankes has been equipped with an optical guidance system supported by artificial intelligence technology. This ensures target detection, identification, and homing at any point during flight. Even though its full strike range is limited by an effective communication range of just 31 miles, this is only temporary.
Ukraine supported us with turbine engine technologies, which we use them for our strategic class.
Information about the missile's flight parameters, the location and movement of the target, and camera footage are all transmitted to the Baykar TB2 and then to the ground control station. But the coolest part is that the Kemankes is equipped with artificial intelligence, can target an enemy's most vulnerable point, and can even operate when attacked by electromagnetic weapons.
We had just one aim for Turkey to become independent, self-sufficient in these technologies.
The Baykar TB2 UAV has undoubtedly gained new strike capabilities, especially deep in enemy territory. The new missile's range will not only allow it to strike from afar, but also choose a relatively safe trajectory to reduce the risk of being shot down by an enemy defense system. Overall, the Baykar TB2 is one of the most successful UAVs in the world for reconnaissance and combat operations. For example, with a single control station with a radius of up to 120 miles, it can fly from Kharkiv to Bakhmut at an altitude of 26,000 feet, delivering a devastating blow to enemy positions and return to base. There's also an option for programming the route and using multiple control stations, allowing the missile to fly up to 2,500 miles. That's enough to fly from Kharkiv to Moscow, circle around Gelendzhik, and return to Kharkiv with a successfully completed mission in just 23 hours. That's because it has a cruising speed of 80 miles per hour, but this figure can be increased to 140 if necessary. The icing on the cake is the Baykar's usefulness even without weapons. For example, it can transfer reconnaissance data to other vehicles so they can direct artillery fire or even a cascade of missiles from sea-based vessels, making this UAV a valuable tool in any situation. Another cool counterpart to the Baykar is the Patriot, which can also fire missiles, plus it's recently been upgraded and included in the latest package of military aid to Ukraine. Right now in Ukraine, the Patriot's being used to provide cover for large administrative and industrial centers, as well as naval and air bases from aerial threats. It can even do so under electromagnetic suppression, and nothing does it better.
Patriot system is a point defense weapon system that's used to defend critical assets against tactical ballistic missile threats and air-breathing threats.
The complex is capable of simultaneously detecting 100 airborne targets, from which up to 8 can be selected for continuous tracking and targeting. Once the targets have been accurately identified, the operator presses the launch button, releasing 3 supersonic missiles traveling at a speed of 7,200 feet per second right towards the enemy. Such a devastating strike would leave no trace of fighters or drones, and the best part is that not even high-altitude bombers are out of range. That's because the Patriot is effectively the most powerful anti-aircraft system, with a maximum interception altitude of 78,000 feet. Its range is impressive too, at up to 50 miles, which is more than enough to respond to an approaching threat.
This is the system that Ukraine needs to protect its civilian population and critical infrastructure.
The Skynex looks just as cool, at least from the outside. It's an incredibly powerful complex capable of tracking and shooting down a dozen targets simultaneously. Its radars are like devices from science fiction movies, complete with 3D tracking and a huge machine gun that can fire 1,000 rounds per minute, obliterating any airborne target. There's a whole range of diverse anti-aircraft weapons that work with the system, including a laser gun.
At the moment, the Orlikon high-energy laser gun is at the prototype stage, but it's rapidly being developed, and in a few years' time, I think you'll see it ready for production and potentially enter service. And it will be seen as complementary to the revolver gun firing the ahead ammunition.
It's no wonder that drones pose zero threat to this weapon, because Skynex is the latest innovation from the company Rheinmetall, a powerhouse in primary defense protection. The complex even comes equipped with its own reconnaissance drone, which can be launched with the push of a button. But its coolest feature is a 35mm Oerlikon Mk3 revolving gun, which can attack targets up to 2 miles away at 1,000 rounds per minute.
As you see, the mount is very similar to the 35mm, and there's lots of commonalities. So one is a gun and one is a laser.
Skynex is perfect for shooting down attack drones, kamikaze drones, helicopters, and even low-flying fighters. The Patriot couldn't ask for a better partner. Together, they can protect ground troops from any aerial threat. During testing, Skynex shot down a dozen small drones, and all of them were struck almost simultaneously. Given its impressive rate of fire and accuracy, Skynex can shoot down up to 800 enemies per minute, a feat that other guns simply aren't capable of. Skynex also has a famous compatriot, the Leopard 2, which is currently undergoing upgrades at the same time. After some painstaking work by engineers, this tank has become a true fortress on tracks. The Leopard 2 is equipped with Rheinmetall's 120mm smoothbore gun called the L55, which can fire anti-tank, high-explosive fragmentation, and armor-piercing shells. With 42 rounds in its magazine, it has enough ammo to turn the enemy into dust. In addition to its gun, the tank has 7.62mm and 12.7mm machine guns with a payload of over 1,000 rounds. As for protection, the Leopard 2 is as tough as America's Abrams tank. It has high-quality armor consisting of ceramics, composite materials, and steel, providing reliable protection against anti-tank shells, mines, and shrapnel. This multi-ton armored beast is moved by a 1,500 horsepower engine. That's nearly 25 horsepower per ton. Like a real Predator, the Leopard can reach speeds of 45 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest tanks in the world.
Being able to maneuver such a big thing is like a sense of achievement.
In addition to everything else, it's equipped with modern fire control systems that allow for effective target destruction at long distances, even while on the move. All it needs now are some night vision systems and infrared sensors to make it a true Leopard. But wait, German engineers already thought of that. The Leopard 2 continues to be one of the most advanced tanks in the world, and it's successfully operated in many countries, including Ukraine. Its reliability, power, and defensive features make it one of the best weapons for protecting national interests and ensuring security. When it comes to protecting infantry, the M2A3 Bradley is a perfect fit because it's capable of destroying even heavy equipment. The Bradley is one of the most popular infantry fighting vehicles in the world, known for its advanced capabilities, technologies, and ease of use. On the battlefield, the Bradley's usually engaged in supporting the infantry and battling armored targets. It's equipped with a 25mm automatic cannon for destroying lightly armored targets, as well as 2 machine guns that fire 600 rounds per minute each. However, the most valuable things on board are its Javelin anti-tank guided missiles. You've most likely heard of this weapon, which has become famous for its 35-pound smart projectile that strikes with 100% accuracy. Unlike its counterpart, the Stinger, Javelin has been fitted with an assortment of new technologies. The missile operates on the principle of fire and forget. All the operator of the Bradley has to do is press the launch button, then the Javelin will automatically find its target, climb to a height of 1,000 feet, and strike from above like a falling meteor. No modern technology can survive such a hit, allowing the Bradley to emerge victorious from any situation. In addition, the IFV is much faster than most other vehicles of its kind and can reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour while still maneuvering. And if we combine all their advantages, the result is an incredible set of tools for protection against any threat. With that, our videos come to an end. We'd be very grateful for your likes and support in the comments. Also, please let us know what other topics you'd like to see on our channel. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.